Welcome to the Good Mood Show. I'm your host, Matt O'Neill. This is our midweek pick me up. This is the Good Mood Boost, where we hear from one expert on how to feel your best. Let's get into it.
Welcome to the Good Mood Show. Here's your host, Matt O'Neill.
Today, we're going to hear from Lynne Bowman. Lynn just wrote a book that she's produced called Brownies for Breakfast, a guide for cooking for diabetics and the people who love them. I happen to love the idea of brownies for breakfast. And it's one of the things that with my kids, we have a lot of fun when we eat ice cream for lunch, or they get a dessert in the morning, which is chocolate or something like that. So let's hear what Lynn's tip is today to feel our best.
Hey, Matt and friends and listeners. This is my special note for you on how to get happy. I'm Lynne Bowman. I'm a grandmother, and those are the letters behind my name, Lynne Bowman, grandmother, which I think gives me some gravitas. If you're a grandparent, you know what I'm talking about. And my answer for how to make yourself happy really quickly is to get my book, Brownies for Breakfast, which, I mean, who doesn't want brownies for breakfast? It's a cookbook for diabetics and the people who love them. Let me spell my name for you because I want you to look me up, LYNNE BOWMAN. It's lynnbowman.com. And what my jam is it's simple. It's not complicated. Stop eating crap. Eat good food, real food. And this book is full of not tons, but a few great simple recipes that even if you're not used to cooking for yourself, even if you're kind of clueless in the kitchen, you can do it. And of all the things in your life that are going to make you happy, eating well is going to be one of the main ones. You got to move, you have to sleep, and you have to eat really well. And I mean, not like expensive well, not fancy well, but yummy well, like brownies for breakfast. So that's my answer. It's proven. There's a lot of science behind it. My name again is Lynn, LYNNE BOWMAN, and I'll be looking for you online.
Okay, so Lynn's tip for us is to eat well. And she describes eating well as eating brownies for breakfast. More specifically, she says, don't eat crap. I've heard this from so many people, and I can attest to it. You know, I used to eat a lot of fast food because it's fast and it tastes good. And I read the book, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. And in that book, Darren challenged me and everyone who read it to never eat fast food again. And it seemed kind of like an impossible challenge when I first heard Darren say this. How could I never eat fast food again, especially with as often as I was eating it, which was multiple times a week. And I took his challenge. I decided I would never eat fast food again. Here's the crazy thing. Sometimes when we're on a road trip and I'm trying to get to Florida as quick as I can, we'll drive through a McDonald's. And the last two times we've been on a road trip, I've tried McDonald's breakfast. Both times I got the worst stomach ache. It didn't used to be this way when I ate fast food all the time. At least maybe I didn't notice. But it is so obvious now that I've cut all fast food from my life that when I eat it, my body just totally breaks down and it says, this isn't good for me. So if you are eating, in quotations, crap, as Lynn suggests, it probably is holding back your mood. And if you want to take on the challenge that Darren Hardy suggested and just clean up what you decide to put in your mouth, your energy will improve, and all good moods start from good energy. What about Chick-fil-A? Man, I love Chick-fil-A. It doesn't hurt my stomach either. So maybe that'll be my exception. A Chick-fil-A every once in a while. What is some other crap? Well, we've heard from this before. anything processed. Well, what's processed? Well, shoot, anything that isn't already a vegetable or a fruit or a meat, if anything that comes in a box is processed. Well, we eat things in boxes all the time. We eat things out of plastic bags all the time. I think the more often we can stay on the outside of the grocery store, the refrigerated sections, the more often we can stay in that fruit, vegetable, and refrigerated sections. That's probably how we're going to get the most whole food in our diet, and that's going to increase our energy the most. I can't remember who said it, but we are what we eat. And whatever we put in our mouths becomes our cells and becomes our body. And how could our mood not be affected? So, Lynn, thank you so much for calling in with your tip. I don't know if I'm going to try brownies for breakfast tomorrow or this weekend, but I'm certainly going to give it a shot. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's Good Mood Boost.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of The Good Mood Show with Matt O'Neill. For free resources, videos, and materials about getting into your best moods, head over to thegoodmoodshow.com. See you next week, same time, same place.